Hello everyone, my name is Jorge Mondragon, and on this very brief and fast speech, I want to talk about Howard Schultz, author of the book that we've been reading in this class, Onward, How Starbucks Fought for its Life Without Losing Its Soul. And as we know, Howard Schultz is not only the author, but also the CEO of Starbucks. And throughout the course, we have learned that he's a great leader and with many ideal traits, which I'm going to analyze specifically as in his sense of collaboration, his emotional and rational thinking, his charisma, his character, and how he chooses to defend the values. Now, on his collaboration side, starting off on page 22, Mr. Schultz is talking about respecting the new CEO's decision. He chooses to step down in order to distance himself from the position for a while, yet one can see how important this position is for him. However, by respecting and understanding the decisions made by the new CEO, he's showing a clear example of trust and collaboration. And he's not afraid of letting others take the initiative, yet he fosters that point, which is really important. Of course, now my second point is about reason and emotion. A perfect example is when Mr. Schultz and the board are faced with the decision of having to close 200 stores on page 153. After a very long analysis, they choose on 600 stores on the US, which is an 8% of the US global stores. The emotions, of course, were surpassed by a higher need of controlling expenses, which was the logical answer. And the emotional decision was reached after re-evaluating the number of stores that had to be closed so they would not have to make the same thing again. Now, charisma, of course, is very important for Howard Schultz as well. It's an essential part of his leadership. His emotion and passion for coffee and the whole romance of the whole Italian coffee experience is a clear example of how strong his determination for success is. We see these examples when he talks about one cup, one customer, the Starbucks experience, and how he instructs all baristas on the espresso way of making espressos. Now, his character is also essential. I would say that he's used to inspire and trust and teamwork on everyone. Very interesting example is on page 98 when he's talking to many top leaders of the chain and he's trying to explain the importance of the roots and understanding the words getting your hands on the mud. That means stepping down of the lofty place and leading by example. This is a really cool character trait of his. It's the passion of his words that inspire trust and teamwork. Of course, finally, the similar approach is used to understand these roots and the values on page 72. He insists on having to distance yourself from all the problems to reevaluate the situation and find the initial values once again. This is a clear example of how, even in a stressful situation, a leader should find the important values that they once believed in and should move on forward. In conclusion, Mr. Schultz is a great leader, a leader that has many traits to learn from, both good and bad. He's not afraid of recognizing his mistakes and he's not afraid of correcting them. Thank you very much for watching.